Hi and welcome to the new video. Today we're going to talk about Shiloh, the 10th track from Ogilala, which is 2017's solo record by Billy Corgan. I think this is a great track that underlines and highlights Billy Corgan's ability to switch off his distorted guitar and go back to the core of his songwriting, which was really based on acoustic sounds, which we've seen in the past in his career, tracks like Disarm. I've always appreciated the nature that he has in being able to alternate very extreme opposite ideas in albums like Melancholy and The Infinite Sadness. In this case, this track is just a very, very cool track, which starts with a riff based around two measures with different time signatures. So a 3/4 followed by 4/4. It's played like this. So there you go. The first riff is really based around a simple E major chord alternating with the suspended fourth. But what he does, he introduces the suspended four on the Da, so on the last 16th of the third beat. So 1E and a 2E and a 3 and Da. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and Da. So 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. So by alternating 3/4 and 4/4, he's already displacing the rhythm in a way that's interesting and intriguing, and lets you makes you want for more and understanding where the song is taking you. But at the same time, he also, on top of that, creates this anticipated switch to the suspended fourth before the start of the 4/4 measure, which is really, really interesting. Moving on, the second part goes into this chord, which we've seen before with Billy Corgan. Is starting from the top is 00244. That's an F sharp minor 11 chord with these two ringing strings. And then we go into this B suspended 4. Again, top two strings are ringing. It's 00442. Then we go into this A suspended 9th. So with the B again, top two strings are free, and then resolves into an E major. So going home, the song is in E major. So from the top is. And then when he goes back to E, there's a second guitar with a tremolo on that plays, which is E, low E, open string, and then D, C sharp played on the 5th string. This could be a bass 6, I don't know, it sounds like a bass 6 with a lot of tremolo on it. So he does this 2 times, and in the meantime the other guitar, the acoustic guitar, plays an E, D, A suspended 9th. So dun, 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 dun. Then he stays on this A for a longer time, and then we go into the third section of the song, where he goes to back to the B suspended 4, followed by the F sharp minor 11. Then we go back to the B suspended 4 with a passing A chord, if you like. So second time B, and then we go back to F sharp again, and then everything stops and you just hear 4 notes, which are A, B, F sharp, E, and this small interlude takes you back to the original riff. So Now the song then goes back into the same verse and the same structure we've seen before. At some point there is like a part in which the strings get up in volume, and it's almost like an interlude with the quartet taking center stage, and it's very beautiful. Whoever arranged those string quartet, it's very, very tasty. And then after that he goes back to the part where I said, with the B going to F sharp, then B again, then B sharp, and this time instead of doing the 4 notes, he simply switches back to the E chord, so and goes back into what is the coda of the song, which is again just the main riff, so E sus4. So he decided to just make it a quicker way back to home, which is the main riff, and repeats it a few times as there is like this crescendo of the quartet in the back, which creates this nice final landscape for the coda of the song. So a great song, very well written, extremely well arranged. If you think about how few elements play in it, there's just his voice, an acoustic guitar, a touch of a tremolo guitar to make this kind of a bit of a 50-60 vibe in that part of the song, and then this quartet of strings that reminiscent of the strings he used in Tonight Tonight or other songs really. So yeah, I mean, I can't stress enough how I like this album, and this particular song is very indicative of Billy Corgan's ability to switch gears at will as a songwriter. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. If you do, please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.